Yeah, I it's a lot for sure. Like
100, 200,000?
three, four, maybe
Really?
more. Yeah, definitely more. I competed like every like in the summer, it'd be every single weekend. And then including duels and stuff where it's like multiple like 8 matches a day for like 3 days. Like it's
Right.
so yeah, I definitely 400, maybe a little more for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I was kind of tell people, you've already competed in front of people
Hmm.
a bazillion times before you
Yeah.
did.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that's what's gotten me comfortable because a lot of my coaches were telling me like, oh, we'll see how you do at peak when you're under the lights and stuff like that.
Right,
And
right.
it didn't really bother me just because like the big tournaments being on those stages like Fargo and even state tournaments and everything where people are surrounding you, looking at you, you just have to learn to you just can't focus on it and you just got to focus on what you're doing. And I think that's helped a lot. Like even with losing and winning, like having losses, it sucks, but it's helped you mentally know like, okay, even though I lose, it's not something you give up on. It's something you keep moving forward and pursuing.
But how do you have that? Because not everybody has that,
I
you know?
it's yeah, I think for sure I get it. I get it from my dad
Mm.
for sure because he's very like even if you lose to keep trying to achieve that goal because I remember my first ever jiu-jitsu tournament. It was in the boys division because that's all I could do. I lost every single match, like 20-0, got tapped out, and my dad told me he was like, "Don't give up. Like this is the boys. This is the boys. You have to just keep your mind." I was so upset about it. My dad told me just keep your head up, keep going. And then the next tournament I had, it was ended up being an all girls tournament, and I ended up getting first. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's great. Like it was a good feeling to win. So I think that moment really helped me, like to where knowing like even when you lose, it's just something you've got to brush off and move forward.
Now, were you regularly cutting when you were in wrestling or no?
No, I'd only really, I guess, cut for like anything nationally, for the most part, because in wrestling, you're competing every weekend, like even in school, sometimes twice a week. So cutting, like, it's really for the boys. Really, the boys will really heavy cut hard like that.
Mm.
But no, I never, it was always usually my weight in high school. For my freshman sophomore year, I wrestled at 165. Then for my junior senior year, I ended up going down to 145. And now I'm getting to really experience like the dieting down, the cutting the weight and everything since I'm going from my walking weight being 135 all the way down to 117. I'm getting to really experience that cut and seeing the difference because now I have months to prepare